welcome to my kitchen again. So for the first food video in this series, I am going to be showing you how to make 3 of my favorite breakfast foods. Why should you eat breakfast? Well, first off, it boosts your metabolism, which means you basically burn more calories even if you're just sitting. It also helps your brain work and your mind to function, and it gives you energy throughout the day. So make sure you eat your breakfast. If you follow me on my fitness Instagram, then you know how much I love breakfast because I post a lot of breakfast foods. It doesn't have to be boring. I include a lot of fruit into my breakfast. Each of these items is going to include fruit. And abs are made in the kitchen and not in the gym. So that's why we are going to start out with a food video. To the fridge.
Hello, and I'm feeling fly. It's hot with the sunny sky. We laugh out like every...
To make this banana split, you are obviously going to need a banana. So we're going to start with this. I'm just going to peel this banana, and you are going to cut it down the center, just like you would see in a normal ice cream banana split. But this one is so awesome because it's healthy and you can eat it for breakfast. Then you're just going to need a bowl, whatever cute bowl you like to eat your breakfast in. And you're just going to place the bananas in here. It's okay if they don't fit. I just will like layer them, sort of, or you can break it in half to make it fit into here. But there we go with the first part. Now that we have our banana layer, it's time to add the ice cream or Greek yogurt. So I love the Chobani plain Greek yogurt. I do recommend using plain Greek yogurt because it is just better for you and it doesn't have all the added sugar, because we are going to be sweetening it naturally with the fruits like we have the banana. But if you really just can't get yourself to eat plain yogurt, you can use the fruit infused and flavored Greek yogurt, but I do recommend using regular. So I'm just going to do a few scoops onto my banana. Now, if you want this to be like a really good ice cream consistency, you can put your Greek yogurt in the freezer for about maybe 10 to 20 minutes, just so it gets more like an ice cream hardness, but I'm perfectly fine with just eating it like this. So that is about half a cup to a cup. And now that is how simple this is. Now it is time to add our flavors or toppings, if you will. I am going to be adding some ground up flaxseed. If you've never heard of flaxseed, it is a seed, but it is super rich in omega-3 and 6. It's also great in fiber. This is going to make your skin look gorgeous, and it just adds a nice crunchy consistency, sort of, and it is going to be so good for you and also keeping you full. Not a big fan of that. You can also add some granola. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of this bare thick granola again for a yummy crunch. For the cherries on top, I'm going to be applying some raspberries. Just a few of these to sweeten them up. Raspberries are my favorite berries, but I'm also going to be slicing up some strawberries to be putting in here. So that's more flavor, again, more sweetness to sweeten up the plain Greek yogurt. And here you have a protein packed and super yummy and sweet breakfast banana split. Yes, please. I love making this tropical chocolate smoothie for mornings when I'm in a rush, but I need something with protein and something that's still super sweet and delicious. Drink it on the way to your school or wherever you're going. So the first thing I'm going to add is coconut water. This is going to be the liquid we are using. Coconut water is awesome. It's high in electrolytes, you know, sort of like Gatorade, but way healthier. And it is going to hydrate you amazingly. So some cold coconut water is going in. I'm going to start off with about 4 ounces, which is about half a cup. I'm gonna add in a frozen banana. Frozen bananas are great, well, just bananas are great for the consistency of smoothies. They're gonna make them really creamy and thick, and it's awesome instead of using milk. Next, I'm going to add some kiwi, 1 kiwi, so I cut it in half, and then I'm just gonna scoop out the middle and add it in. I'm actually gonna do just half a kiwi right now. Now I'm gonna add some more fruits. You can use mango, strawberries, pineapple. I'm just gonna be using this Private Selection Tropical Fruit Blend, but I also just will add whatever fresh fruit or frozen fruit I have on hand. So this has some mango and some pineapple and some strawberries. And I'm gonna add just a little bit more frozen pineapple. This is just pineapple tidbits from Trader Joe's. To give us the chocolate flavor and the protein, which is what's going to keep you full throughout the morning, I'm going to be using this Trader Joe's whey protein powder, chocolate flavored. The serving size is 2 scoops, but right now I'm just going to be using 1. Now it's time to blend it up. I love using frozen banana because if you use a frozen banana, your consistency is going to be super thick and almost turn out like a Wendy's Frosty. Just pour that into a cute mason jar. I'm going to top with a raspberry and some shredded coconut, keeping with the tropical theme. Yummy, yummy, yummy. And there you go. You have your tropical ice cream smoothie. It is delicious. For this delicious yet healthy French toast, you are going to need 1/4 cup of almond milk. You can use unsweetened if you like, but I'm going to be using sweetened so I don't have to add any added sugar later. You're going to add this into a little bowl here. I'm going to add some cinnamon, add as much as you prefer. Start with that, and maybe I'll top it at the end. And then you're going to add 1 egg. Don't forget to wash your hands after cracking. We are now going to whisk all of this up. Ready for our bread. But before we do that, I'm going to head over to the stove here. You're gonna heat a non-stick skillet or spray your skillet with Pam or coconut oil spray or a little bit of olive oil. And you are going to turn it on medium to low heat. I'm putting mine on about 4 or 5, and we are just going to let that heat up while we soak our bread. What I'm using is Ezekiel bread, and this bread is basically as healthy as you can get when it comes to bread. Absolutely no preservatives, and it is awesome for you. This is actually the cinnamon raisin bran kind flavor, which is my favorite. But if you don't have Ezekiel bread, then you can also use whole wheat bread or whole grain bread. But we are going to let our bread soak in this mixture for a little while, and then we're going to switch the breads, make sure each piece gets good time to soak. The bread's been soaking for a little under 5 minutes, and now I think it's ready to go onto our pan. So I'm just going to transfer it over here. And we are just going to let that cook there, but I'm going to add my other piece of bread back in here. So let this one soak. So our bread is starting to sizzle, and I think it's time to flip it over. Voila. Now I'm just going to cut up some fresh strawberries for our French toast. So we get the fruit in there, like I said. Ooh, look at it steam. So I just took both of our French toasts off the stove, and to sweeten it, instead of using maple syrup, I'm actually going to be using a little bit of honey, which is a healthier alternative, but if you have 100% maple syrup, that can be pretty good too. So just taking a little bit of this, we're going to drizzle it on, apply it, yummy, yummy. For our fruit, I'm just going to add some strawberries on top. This will also add sweetness, and it makes it look so much more colorful and delicious, and it's going to be so good for you. And so now you can enjoy your favorite foods and maybe even special desserts for breakfast. I do have to say these are healthy and they're gonna keep you full, and I definitely recommend eating these instead of a regular banana split or unhealthy frosty or a French toast for breakfast. So if you want to see more cooking videos in this series, then definitely tell me. I'll probably do lunch, maybe snacks too. So yeah, that is going to be all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys more in this series. Bye!